Greetings, soldiers! I'm Ironbeard, your beleaguered community veteran for Arma Reforger, here to guide you through the chaos of the Conflict game mode, Arma Reforger's primary multiplayer game mode, freshly overhauled by the 1.6 update. So let's go through the fundamentals to get you new recruits up and running, and you Reforger veterans up to speed with the enhancements to supply management, base building, squad roles, and more, creating a deeper, more strategic experience. Buckle up, because this isn't your grandpa's Cold War lone wolf simulator. Conflict now aims to ruin your weekend plans by keeping you glued to your screen. In Conflict, your goal is simple. Capture key objectives to gain control over the battlefield. Each team starts with a main operating base, or MOB for short, which is randomized at the start of every match, and you advance throughout the map by securing bases and resources. The team that controls certain key bases and holds them throughout the final countdown timer will win the match. Technically, this is a PvPvE game mode with some sandbox elements, meaning that you can expect to encounter real human enemies in addition to a mix between friendly and enemy AI, if the server allows for it. Securing victory requires capturing and holding 5 out of 7 inland control points, which are the only pre-built bases on the map, named here in magenta. But the 1.6 update throws in new wrinkles. Coastal bases are now harbors, which fuel your war machine. Supplies are now harder to come by than a vehicle with more than one occupant, and squad roles means you'll need to actually talk to your teammates. Teamwork? In a milsim game? How offensive! To begin, players choose one of two playable factions, the United States or Soviet Union. Your choice dictates your available uniforms, weapons, vehicles, structures, and more, and you can't change factions until the match is over. Before diving into the action, you'll join or form a group, classified by specialized roles like Assault, Engineer, Transport, Recon, Medic, and others. Each group type comes with pre-built loadouts tailored to its function, and some group types may require you to be a higher rank to create on your own. Oh, and groups must be full before you can create new ones, so no ghost squads are cluttering up the server. You'll need to rank up and earn the ability to purchase better weapons, ammo, unlock better group types, get a higher supply allotment for grabbing gear, and other privileges within the match. Your rank progression isn't persistent either, meaning it doesn't carry over from match to match. Rank progression is achieved through completing tasks assigned by your squad leader and performing certain actions like defending or capturing an objective, delivering supplies, or healing your teammates. You can see your current rank progress at the top right corner by opening up your inventory screen. In the heat of battle, watch your progress bar fill up as you contribute to the war effort. The next thing you'll want to understand is how communication works in this game. There are 3 main methods: text chat, local proximity voice chat, and radio voice comms. Text chat is just like any other game where you can cycle through who sees your messages, whether it's everybody, just your team, or just your squad. Local proximity chat is just how it sounds, where your voice will be projected through your character within the game world. However, because it's being projected through the game world, you'll want to be mindful of when and where you're speaking because nearby enemies will be able to hear everything you say as well. And finally, you have radio voice comms. You can select which channel you're speaking on by cycling through the radio menu, and you'll want to be careful here too because the enemy can loot a radio from a friendly corpse and listen in to everything being said. But the same is true for you as well, and many people find this a good tactic for gaining a tactical advantage over the enemy. Take note of which channel you're using. Your default squad channel is for everyone in your private squad, and platoon channel is just as it sounds. Broadcast to everybody on your team. For dedicated access to the platoon channel, a long-range backpack radio can be utilized with the preset radio telephone operator loadout, RTO for short, available in most squad types, or acquired from an arsenal. Navigation has been refined for realism and usability too, making it fair to the modern gamer while still remaining coherent to the time period of Arma Reforger. It's the 1980s, if you didn't know. First off, no one can see themselves on the map directly. Squad members can only see their squad leader's marker on the map, while squad leaders can see their group members and other squad leaders. So if you want to pinpoint your location, you'll have to do so vicariously by staying close to your squad leader, which is a good idea anyways. Bear in mind, map markers take some time to update, like early dial-up internet. so you'll have to rely on communication and proximity to stay oriented and not get lost in the Everon wilderness. And if you do find yourself lost, be sure to watch this video here. The commander is the puppet master for your team, or a glorified babysitter, depending on your perspective, and your teammates. Each faction starts with a main operating base where an AI commander handles operations by default. Players can volunteer to be the commander, triggering a team-wide vote. If elected, you'll gain powerful tools to approve or deny support requests from squad leaders like establish base, rearm, repair, or reinforce. Assign tasks via the combat support post, such as dismantle, seize, attack, hold, resupply, build, recon, or establish base, and remotely build services in controlled bases from the operations post. Commanders can oversee the entire battlefield from a command tent or MHQ. Success in conflict hinges on capturing inland control points, holding 5 of 7 to win, which are indicated here in magenta. But in order to reach them, they need to be within your faction's radio signal, so you'll need to extend your radio range by establishing new military bases throughout the island in locations of your choosing, creating dynamic front lines and a unique battlefield every match. These bases can be captured by the enemy, so fortify them with defenses using supplies from harbors. In order to establish a new base, a squad leader or commander can place down an established base task on the map, where a construction truck can place down a command tent within 100 meters of the marker. Individual and team progress revolves around the task system. Squad leaders assign tasks to the whole group, which can also be assigned by the commander, and these tasks are tailored to your group type. Not all tasks are relevant to every group type, so don't expect your medic team to find themselves on a recon mission on purpose. Completing tasks furthers the rank progression of everyone in the group too, and completing assigned tasks furthers it even more. Rank up through actions like capturing points, logistics deliveries, or even passively by staying near your squad leader. I once ranked up to captain by hanging out at the main base while chatting with a squad member, just like how I rank up in real life. Bases offer services to keep you and your team in the fight. Plan where they'll be built from the command tent, even remotely to other bases if you are the commander, which are then built by manually digging with the entrenching tool. Use these services to save loadouts, restock on ammunition and grenades, patch up injuries, spawn vehicles and helicopters, fix damaged vehicles, store supplies, refuel, and spawn AI defenders for either the base or your own private squad. You build these services from inside the command tent if you're the proper rank, and if enough supplies are available at the base. You'll also have access to various types of sandbags, bunkers, razor wire, and other fortifications. When building out your base, you should be thoughtful about where you place each service, because if you just throw stuff around, it'll be quite difficult for vehicles to move through when they need to get in and out of the base or deliver supplies. AI squad mates can be commanded to aid you on the battlefield as well. The large living quarters are where you can spawn AI that can be recruited into your squad or transport duties, and the small living quarters is where you find basic logistics groups or defenders for the base. Only squad leaders have the privilege of recruiting AI, and you do so by using the commanding wheel. Your AI squad mates can man mortars, drive vehicles, and engage in firefights, so long as you can keep them alive. While we're on the topic of services, some vehicles have services themselves too. The ambulance provides medical items and has significantly boosted passive health regeneration for anyone inside, similar to the field hospital. The construction truck allows you to build defenses anywhere on the map, which is great for setting up roadblocks and machine gun nests overlooking key choke points, and it's also used for establishing a new base. The repair truck allows you to repair vehicles or salvage them in the field, same with the fuel truck. And the arsenal truck allows you to bring your faction's equipment with you everywhere you go. These are great vehicles for parking next to your mobile HQ, which allows you to set up a mobile spawn location for your entire team during those times where you need some extra tactical maneuvering. Supplies are the lifeblood of conflict. They can be found in 2 primary locations: harbors and inland depots. Inland depots don't regenerate supplies, so harbors will be your main supply source. Destroyed vehicles can also be salvaged with repair trucks, giving you a trickle of resources in a pinch. The military supply allocation by rank, or MSAR for short, is a personal wallet that grows with your rank, and deposits are made every 10 minutes. The higher your rank, the more you get, which throttles the maximum rate of stupids per minute that can happen by your other teammates, which is to say, MSAR limits what you can save in loadouts or take from arsenals. You can't spawn with a custom loadout if it exceeds your allocation, so coordinate your loadout with your team wisely, as overusing supplies can leave your team vulnerable when you need strategic options the most. At arsenals, browse available weapons, ammo, and equipment. Each item has a supply cost deducted from the base's stockpile and your MSAR. Save loadouts for respawns, but ensure they fit within your personal limits. Winning in conflict is just as much about combat as it is about logistics, so you'll need to keep your bases stocked to allow your teammates to respawn, build services, and acquire vehicles or items from those services. You can always run supplies yourself, but now, AI logistics crews can deliver resources to the rest of your bases. As mentioned before, coastal harbors serve as key supply generators. Capture them in order to assign AI logistics crews to deliver resources to the rest of your bases. Inside the headquarters command tent, commanders access the logistics command post to manage AI logistics crews. Here you can set supply sources for each AI squad, define supply limits for bases, triggering automatic resupply tasks when low, and prioritize which bases get deliveries first. You recruit transport AI from a small living quarters, and they'll automatically hop into the nearest transport truck, fetch supplies from owned harbors, and deliver them to undersupplied bases. If attacked en route, they'll automatically request support, triggering a new task for your assault groups. Vehicles are faction-specific and tied to your rank, available at the light and heavy vehicle depots. These vehicle depots are also maintenance points, which are where damaged vehicles can be repaired by using a repair wrench. But if your vehicle is ever destroyed in the field, you can salvage destroyed vehicles with the repair truck, turning wreckage into precious supplies. Simply park your repair truck next to it and use the action menu at the front of the vehicle. And there you have it, soldiers. The conflict game mode for Arma Reforger, where supplies are scarce, AI logistics, dynamic bases, and role-based squads reshape the battlefield, and your squad leader's bad decisions are your problem too. I mean, teamwork, tactics, and communication. I hope it helps to lead your team to victory. Be sure to explore more videos like this here. Until next time, I'm Ironbeard, and I'll see you on the battlefield.